Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Hello everybody and welcome back to After Advent season. Y'all, we're almost through it. Look at this little baby stack behind me here. Look how little itty bitty it is. It used to be like a big mountain and now it's just a little molehill. Wrangle back in that Kentucky real fast. Today we're gonna be doing an advent calendar that I said I was never gonna do again. 2022 I said was my last year for the Benefit advent calendar. In years past, Benefit has come out with like the tiniest little box imaginable, like this big, and that was their advent calendar. I think it was like $65 and supposedly worth like 149, 150 bucks, something like that. And it was the same advent calendar like year after year. So I was like, you know what? No, we're not doing that one anymore. So no more Benefit. Until I saw that this year, last year, they came out with a larger version of their advent calendar. So instead of 12 days, this one has 24 days. And instead of it being worth $149, it cost $149, which is a pretty good amount for this little box here. This is the All I Want advent calendar. It's supposed to have 24 days of beauty gifts on the inside. Like I said, it was $149 with a $329 value. So it's supposed to be fairly valuable. I'm hoping we see a better ratio of like full size to sample size items than we did in like previous Benefit advent calendars, because the ratio was not good, folks. It was not good. Also, because there are 24 items in here and Benefit has a very limited range of products, I'm wondering just how many of these are going to be mascara. I almost guarantee you there's going to be a miniature version of each one of their mascaras inside of here. My mom's going to be elated, over the moon, excited with all her mini mascaras. All right, so let's go ahead and pop on into here. The little outside's kind of fun. It's like star stairs is what I was trying to say. Star stairs. This is a nice box though. You could definitely keep this box and put some stuff in it. All right, so here we have all the little individual boxes on the inside. Each of them have little patterns on them and stuff. It's kind of cute. It's honestly a bit like confuddling to the eyes to look at. There's a lot of patterns and a lot of numbers. It's hard to find everything. Okay, let's start here with day number 1. And the very first thing we are starting off here with is one of their mascaras. This is the They're Real Magnet Mascara, and honestly, I don't know what they mean by magnet, and I never have. If you look it up on here, it's not just like a name that they're just using to sound catchy or whatever. It's literally, it says it's powered by magnetic technology. What do you mean? It says the innovative extender brush with magnetically charged core pulls the magnetic mineral enriched formula up out beyond the tips of lashes for extreme length and powerful lift. When they say magnetic minerals, do they just mean like little pieces of metal? Like little pieces of iron? There's little specks and particles of iron in here. I never fully understood this mascara and like the benefits of having like a magnet inside a mascara wand that attracts, I guess, metal chunks inside the mascara. I think it's just a different choice. It's definitely innovative, that's for sure. Okay, number 3 is like way down in the bottom corner. So I think if I pull it out, it's just gonna all come tumbling down. So I'm gonna lay down the box here so we can move on to number 2, because 2 comes after 1. Number 2, okie dokie. Ooh, this looks fun and a little bit different. What is this? We have this like rose gold metal tube here. This side looks like it has a sun on it, and this side has like the stars and the moon. That's really cute. Oh, it's a little brush. Oh, does the bottom part do anything? Okay, it doesn't appear so. So I guess we just have a little travel brush here. Looks like it's pretty soft, feels pretty soft, pretty densely packed in there. So that's nice. Which I guess these could be handy. I typically just like chuck all my brushes into my makeup bag and let them jangle around in there with all my like makeup without lids on. But if you're wanting to maybe put one in your purse or something, like touching up your powder or something on the go so the inside of your purse doesn't get dirty. I feel like this part should open, but nothing happens when I twist it. And now we can move on to day number 3 down here in the bottom corner. Ooh, 24-hour brow setter. All right, so we have our first little brow product here. I'm assuming we probably will get several of these as well because Benefit is like known for their brow stuff. This is a 24-hour invisible setting and shaping gel for brows. So we got an eyebrow gel, which dang it, I was so excited about my Shrek eyebrow gel. It was green, there's little Shreks on it. I actually like used it because I was like, hey, if I'm gonna use any of the hundreds of eyebrow gels I have at this point, it's gonna be the Shrek one. But unfortunately, it made my eyebrows very crispity crunchity, and it didn't look good. They're chunks. Oh, day number 4 is in this itty bitty, look how small this is. Just this itty bitty tiny little box. Okay, I kind of thought this was gonna be like maybe some type of like thin powder product, but it's actually just the smallest thing ever of something. Look how tiny. What is this? It's in the shade her. Whatever it is 0.07 ounces or 2 milliliters. Oh, smells kind of good. Moisturizing matte lip tint. This is a lip tint? Why is it this big? I mean, it looks like a really pretty shape, but like that's minuscule. That's tiny. What's the full size of this supposed to be? Okay, well that's different. That's a little strange. I was trying to look this up on the Benefit website, but they don't have it listed anywhere, and the only place I can find it is Hong Kong. Which, I mean, I guess it could be kind of cool that they're putting something in here that you wouldn't really necessarily be able to try like in the US, because I see it listed Sephora Hong Kong, another Hong Kong website. But honestly, besides that, I'm only seeing it like in this advent calendar and one place on eBay and Hong Kong. So, I mean, it's kind of cool that you're trying something that I wouldn't be able to like get my hands on typically here. But at the same time, I'm assuming these like itty bitty tiny things are supposed to be samples that you can like test out and see if you like it to incentivize you to buy a full size. But I can't buy a full size. I don't think Sephora Hong Kong would ship here to the States. So that's just very different. But according to at least what I can find, you can't purchase this here. So that's different to me. That's an interesting choice for an advent calendar. I mean, the color looks really nice. Oh yeah, I think that's beautiful. That's really, really pretty. I honestly really like that. I like the sheerness of it. I feel like it would go on your lips and just kind of look like rosy skin instead of like a lip product. So I mean, I think it's a nice product. I just think that's a weird move on Benefit's half if they're trying to, you know, incentivize people to purchase their full-size things. And moving on here today at number 5, my goodness. And we have yet another mascara. This is the Benefit Bag Gal Bang mascara. I've definitely tried out this one before and I don't mind it. I don't think it's terrible mascara whatsoever. This one is supposed to give you bigger, badder, volumized lashes. I'm not going to open up all of them to look at the little wands. I'll probably just like pop up a picture here of them on screen so you guys can see what the wands look like, because I don't want to open them and, you know, go ahead and get the airs all in there and start contaminating them. Part of me really wants to try on this lip gloss. Like, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, I think that might be pretty. Dang it. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it just real fast. Okay, it is very pretty. It's a very light, like subtle wash of color. It is maybe just a little bit more pinkish than I was anticipating on the lips. It does on camera at least like look kind of nice and fresh. Like, it doesn't look like a thick, heavy lip product on my lips, because it's not. It's very sheer. Went on really lightly. Almost more like a stain maybe instead of like a matte lip. Oh gosh, we have just an entire like column of the tiniest little boxes ever. So day at number 7 here is up next. Ooh, I just went through 2 boxes of these little mini Hoola bronzers. I swear though, they were kind of different. They were the same like standard Hoola bronzer. One I think was actually the regular size and one was like a sample size of it, and one of them was much more orange than the other, but they were the same exact bronzer. But for some reason, one was like really orange. This one just looks like the standard Hoola bronzer. I like the pan of this. It looks nice and wide. You know, able to really get a brush in there to swirl it around. So yeah, I'm excited to have another one. Moving on here today at number 8. I feel like we might have another mascara in the works here. And yes it is. Yet another mascara. That makes 3. Oh, I'm not quite sure if I've ever seen this one before. This one is called Fan Fest. I guess they came out with a new one since I've done these advent calendars, because this does not look familiar to me. Oh, this is a fanning and volumizing mascara. I don't think I've ever tried a mascara that like claimed to be like a fanning one. This one I might actually look at the wand, because I've never seen this mascara before. Oh, okay. So it's the type of wand that I prefer, with a nice kind of fluffy bristles, but there's like a little bit of a banana swag in there. It smells mascara-y. I want to see if this can help out my lashes today, because they all kind of stuck straight up and there's no lashes like go in this direction. So maybe some fanning is what I need, because all my lashes are like goop instead of like, you know, like a lash. However, I don't know if it's gonna work over like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers of mascara that I already have on. Ooh, upon further investigation, I'm not sure if I'm loving this lip product. It's kind of wiping off like on my dry patches in a strange way. Definitely kind of emphasizing them. It's like seeping into the cracks and stuff, so that doesn't look fantastic. I'm gonna throw a gloss on top of it to see if that'll help it a little bit. Oh, I have this gloss set next to me if you guys want to look at spiderweb lips the rest of the time. That lip gloss was from the Ulta unboxing and it was ridiculous. I've never seen a lip gloss do that before. I didn't notice a huge difference in my eyelashes, but like I said, I already had, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 layers of mascara on to begin with, so it probably didn't stand a chance. But I will give this a try later on, because I've never tried that one out before, and I feel like at this point I've tried every Benefit mascara known to man, so might as well give that one a go. Before I move on, I would love to tell you guys about today's sponsor, Bright Cellars. Bright Cellars is the wine club that got me excited about wine. Finding a wine that you like can honestly be kind of intimidating. Like, all the shelves at the grocery store just stocked with bottle after bottle of wine can be a bit overwhelming. But with Bright Cellars, you just take a quick 7-question quiz and then match you with wines from all over the world that are curated to your taste palette. There is a ton of variety and the convenience is unmatched. You can choose from 12 different plan options and get 100 plus varieties that are sourced from 80 plus wine regions around the world delivered straight to your door. Each box comes with cute little wine education cards that outline tasting notes, suggested pairings, serving temps, and the wine's origin. And one thing I think is so cool about the service is that if you don't like a bottle, Bright Cellars will replace it. No wonder they have 600,000 plus 5-star reviews. For me personally, I love relaxing at the end of the day with a glass of wine, but it's also really fun to try out wines with your friends and family. What could be super fun is having like a wine taste test party where everybody blind taste tests each wine and then you try to guess like the notes or the origins or things about the wine. You can check your answers like based on the little wine education cards. I think that could be really fun. I just want to say thank you to Bright Cellars for offering you guys such a great deal. Right now you can get your first 6-bottle box of wine, which would normally cost $150 for only $55, which I think is an insanely good deal. So click the link below in the description to take the quiz and get started today. And just a huge thank you to Bright Cellars for sponsoring today's video and your continued support of the channel. It means the world to me. You help make things like After Advent Season possible. 9 is up next, again in just the tiniest box, and it sounds like it has so much room to move. Because it does, because it's this big. It's so tiny. So we just have the itty little tiny thing of the Benetint in the shade Rose. This is a lip and cheek stain or whatever else you want to stain. I did just try this out, I think in another advent calendar, and I liked the idea of it. I liked the idea that it was a stain. For me, it was a little bit too vibrantly pink, the shade, but somebody did tell me that they do have various other shades as well. So if I wanted to try those out, I could. When something is this small and the lid is that tight, really hard to get off. Like, I have no leverage. It's just so tiny. It's not coming off, folks. I didn't realize I'd need to bring like pliers with me to my unboxing. Okay, yeah, it's stuck on there. It's not moving. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, the Benetint, just the tiniest possible amount of it. Again, 0.07 US fluid ounces or 2 milliliters, which I don't think you need to use a ton of this product to get the desired effects. It's so tiny. All right, 10 is up next. Judging by the width and the length and the girth of this box here, I'm gonna assume we have yet another mascara. Which are looky there. But I think, yes, this is my mom's favorite mascara, so I will be passing along this little guy to her for sure. These little samples I get during Christmas time last her like the whole year. Yes, are you supposed to throw out your mascara after like, what is it, 2 months, 3 months? Probably less than that. Probably much less than that. Sure you are. Does she keep hers for like 12? Yes, ma'am. We have the Benefit They're Real, just like their standard They're Real mascara without the magnets on the inside. It's the mascara minus the science. We're up to 4 mascara samples so far. I guesstimated minimum 6. I think we're gonna hit our goal. I think we are. There's a chance we might far surpass it. Again, I have no idea how many mascaras this company makes. It's so many. Ooh, 11 here is in a fun little square box. Oh, what's this? Interesting. Okay, I've actually, ooh, purple. I've never seen this product from Benefit before. That's kind of fun. This is the Professional Deep Retreat Deep Cleansing Clay Mask. And it comes in a little tin and the mask itself is purple. I think that's so much fun. It smells skincare-ish with like a little bit of mud. You get 0.33 fluid ounces of this or 10 milliliters. So quite a small amount, but maybe you will be able to get potentially 2 uses out of this. It is a very, very small amount, like half of this little tin here is full. But it's kind of interesting to get a different product from them. I honestly had no idea they had stuff like this. I don't think I knew that they had anything skincare related, unless you count like primer as skincare, which I don't think you do. So yeah, I guess I have a skincare line as well. Okay, this one, there's not a lot of room for movement, so I feel like we might have a little box of something here for day number 12, halfway through. Oh, they're little blushes. Cute. This is a mini blush in the shade Terra. It's supposed to be a golden brick red blush. That sounds pretty. Ooh, that is really pretty. I like that. I really like the warmth of that. I think that's quite pretty. It doesn't look like there's any shimmers or anything in it. I think it did. Did it say matte blush? It didn't. It said golden brick. I don't really see like any goldenness to it, but there might be some like little shimmers or something in there that I'm not seeing on the surface. Again, I like this pan size. It's not, you know, like this big, so that's good. Already this is, to me at least, different than the little advent calendar, the one from like last year and the year before. I feel like that one was literally like just mascara pretty much. Moving on to 13, feeling less spacious again, so that's good. Oh, it looks like we have another blush in here. All right, so this time we have one in the shade Shelly. Why is Shelly reminding me of something? Shelly. Is there a SpongeBob episode where they adopt like a clam and its name is Shelly? Or am I making that up? Is that a concoction of my own mind, or is that a true memory? Like SpongeBob and Patrick were the parents and they're having like marital issues? don't know. Anyway, this is a blush. It's in the name Shelly. It's supposed to be a warm seashell pink blush. This is another pretty shade though. I like this. It's just a very light pink, but I feel like it's not too like powdery looking. It looks really pretty. I guess I could be swatching these things. Looks a little bit more powdery actually on the hand, but let's go ahead and see what this one looks like too. This one I feel like honestly might be a bit deep for me, but I kind of personally like it. Okay, this is Shelly and this is Tara. I personally like Tara better. I would just use a super light hand to apply it, but I really like the undertones of this one. Shelly just might be a little bit too dusty pink. I thought at first it wouldn't be like kind of powdery looking, but it is a little bit like rose petal powder pink for me, but I think the Tara one's really pretty. Moving on today at number 14, I'm hearing and feeling a lot of room for activities in here, so I'm guessing we're getting another tiny little thing. And wouldn't you know it, just look at it, it's so small. Alright, next up here we have a Splash Tint Moisturizing Lip Tint. So we had Plush Tint, now we have Splash Tint. I'm wondering if this is something you can actually buy on the website. This one is in the shade Heat Wave. Ooh, heavens. That's really intensely like red. That's very red. Wow. Whoa! It's also very intensely pigmented. I mean, that's actually a really pretty shade. It's very like hydrating feeling. It feels like moisturizing. It's just really intensely red. I'm just kind of curious to see if they sell that on the Benefit website or not. 0 search results found. Okay. 0 search results found for just typing in like the Heat Wave color as well. It looks like I can buy Splash Tint on eBay and Hong Kong. What? I just don't understand. I mean, again, I'm assuming that maybe they're like, oh, here's like a fun Benefit thing that we don't carry typically in stores like here, at least in the US where I purchased this from. But like if I love this and I want to buy it again, it might be a little bit difficult to get my hands on. Unless I want to buy it from like a third party on eBay. I don't think I can purchase this here in the States, but I am going to go ahead and try it on. Even though red is not typically my color, this just feels like it would be a really nice formula. Okay, I do actually think this is kind of pretty. It's a bit more vibrant than I'm used to, but I really like that the formulas for this one and the little plush one were really sheer and kind of like more natural looking to where you could really see your lips through it. I like this formula more though because this one felt a little bit drying to me and really was like sinking into my fine lines and stuff, but this one feels kind of hydrating and I think it feels nice. I'd never be able to purchase it unless I wanted to buy it from eBay. So I just think it's kind of an odd choice for them to put inside of a box like this. I don't know their thoughts behind that, but you know, at least it was fun. It was different to try out. Ooh, day number 15 is nice and long, so it's kind of hefty too. Ooh, okay, so we have a full-size mascara already. We have the Benefit Roller Lash here, and I'm not surprised that this is the one that they picked like out of all of their apparently millions and billions of mascaras to put like a full-size one of in this box. So I feel like this is probably the one that they're most well known for. Is it? To me, I feel like Benefit is most well known for the Roller Lash, but I'm not 100% sure. I could be overlooking, again, one of their millions and billions of mascaras. This is supposed to be a super curling and lifting mascara, and I'm sure I've tried this one, you know, in the past. Like I said, it is a very popular mascara, and at least we're seeing a full size. We're up to mascara number 5. We're getting real close to my prediction of minimum 6 mascaras. Are they gonna give us another blush? Okay, day number 16 is up next. I think they are. Okay, mascaras and blush. This one is in the shade Willow. It's a very pretty little tree, little scene there in the front. Oh, Gentle Breeze and Willow Trees. Willow trees are actually my favorite trees. Sweeps the soft neutral rose blush onto cheeks for a natural looking flush and satin finish. Ooh, this is a very pretty shade. I do like that. I feel like there's a little bit of like a purple tone to it. I think that's real pretty. I do like the subtle differences between all these 3 blushes. It's probably a little bit hard to see on camera, but this is Willow there. And I think they're pretty. They all look pretty like light and natural on my hand. I'm sure you could build them up if you want to, but you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. All right, so you're getting 2.5 grams in each of these blushes. I'm not quite sure how large the full sizes are. Oh, that's different. That's really interesting. Okay, so apparently the mini size is $18 on the website, but the mini size does not come in these boxes when you actually purchase them. So the mini size comes in what appears to be like the standard box. Like this is the shade Shelly that's for sale on Sephora right now, and it comes in like that kind of standard Hoola bronzer box where it like lifts up and it's kind of like a sunken compartment for the actual product. This is in like a much flimsier like little cardboard box. So what I'm assuming they're doing for the advent calendar is they created like different packaging so they could save on cost but still say it costs the same amount for the value purpose. Which I mean, technically you are getting 2.5 grams in this mini here. You do get 2.5 grams when you purchase it like this. You're just getting a much less nice component that it actually comes in. So I think that's not necessarily like a sneaky little way to save money while not like taking down the value, but kind of a little bit. So I'm sure this is much cheaper than like that sturdier, nicer cardboard little box. Moving on here to day number 17. 17, feeling kind of small. Ooh, it's the little Gimme Brow. I think this is what this is. No, it's not. Or maybe it is. It's just a smaller size. I had this stuff that I liked using. I had like a little wand and everything. It was very tiny. But the entire like label rubbed off of it, so I don't 100% know what it is right offhand. I feel like this is a very similar shape, just not as shiny. So we have a little thing of Gimme Brow here. This is a brow volumizing fiber gel in the shade 3. Putting shades that are intended to like match hair color can be a little bit tricky in advent calendars because like if somebody has black hair, for instance, this isn't gonna match them. Or if they have like super light blonde brows or maybe like red brows, this wouldn't match them. You kind of have to have like a lighter, maybe medium brown hair to be able for this to match. I might be able to use this over top of like what I fill my brows with, but I wouldn't personally because my hair is so dark. I wouldn't personally use this like on its own. Ooh, 18 has some weight to it here. Day number 18. Let's see what we got. What is that? Titan Toned. Oh, maybe I did know that they had skincare stuff because this packaging looks incredibly familiar. This is a pore refining AHA and PHA toning foam. The packaging's got little circle bubbles on it. For some reason, I don't know if I love that. This again is from the Professional and says apply 1 to 2 pumps to clean face and neck with hands. Use daily AM and PM. Doesn't really say too much more about it. I was gonna say that it doesn't really say what it does, but it is called Titan Toned, so I'm assuming it's supposed to tighten something and tone it up. You get 0.75 fluid ounces of it, which honestly doesn't seem like a lot for the bottle that this comes in. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Talk about deceiving packaging. When they said this was only 0.75 fluid ounces, I was like, that's a fairly large bottle here for it just to be 0.75 fluid ounces. Why did I just find number 9 unopened laying on my desk here? We definitely didn't open this one. What am I doing? Okay, hold on. Back to me ranting about liquids. I don't know how you guys are going to be able to see this on camera. You can see a little bit right there where the shadow is. So this liquid comes to about this dot right there. The rest of this is just, it's fully empty. If you can see on the inside, like look how much of this is just, it's completely empty. I have no idea why they thought it necessary to waste like this much plastic to give us this much product. Maybe like the illusion of there being more product in here, but yeah, you can see it right there with the light coming through. Like look how empty that is. Even if that is 0.75 fluid ounces, it just seems like either like deceitful or just wasteful to put it in this like big bottle here. It looks like you're getting a good amount, but you're not. Okay, we're moving on to day number 9 because I don't know what happened. I have no idea how I just totally skipped number 9 and yet it was somehow on the table. I thought about it enough to like pick it up and place it here and then I just moved on, I guess. Ooh, but it looks like it could be a full-size item. That's fun. Fluff up brow wax. Okie dokie. So we have yet another kind of brow jelly type product. This is like a wax that's supposed to make your eyebrows all nice and fluffy, which y'all know I'm not really on board with the fluffy eyebrow trend. For me at least, it just doesn't, it's not something I'm gonna be doing. This is a flexible brow texturizing wax. I feel like we just got this in something else because I was commenting about like how futuristically retro this looks. I do really like the packaging and benefit stuff. Like it's kind of fun looking. Ooh, moving on here to 19. It feels like it could be something a little different. Ooh, it looks like something a little different. Ooh, okay, more of the Professional stuff. All right, next we have a super setter here from the Professional. It's just a little makeup setting spray. You're just supposed to shake it well and then apply it to the face. Let's see if the mister works nicely. Okay, that's a pretty fine mist. We do have a little bit of like drippage happening here, like right up next to the sprayer, but the mist itself is pretty fine. 20 is up next, also feeling a little bit different. Ooh, okie dokie. So we have a, what looks like to be a full size of the Professional Pore Primer. I always like that this lady's profession looks like Hitman because of her black gloves, briefcase, and trench coat. 21 is up next. This feels pretty lightweight. Alrighty, next up we have a Precisely My Brow Definer. This one's in the shade 4, so they're giving you like a different shade from the brow definer to the little jelly stuff. Where's the lid? There's no lid on it. I tried ripping off this pointy part thinking it was like a strange looking lid. No, there's no lid. Well, shucks, if that's not dried out, I'm gonna be absolutely amazed. Oh, it's fully dried out. Yeah, probably because there was no lid on it. Oh, if I really like scratch it into my skin and warm it up, there we go. There's some color. Okay, so there's the color. This color honestly would be much better for me than the number 3 color from the other thing, but like How is there no lid? Not saying that my other Precisely brow has a lid on it. This one's empty though, and this is my doing. This is not my doing. 23 is up next here. See what we get. Oh man, we're getting really close to the end and I still only have 5 mascaras. We might not make it to 6. My goodness. Oh, good. Okay, so this time we have the Professional. Oh, she's not scuba-ing. She's jetpacking. I was like, I remember the little scuba lady on the front for like the waterproof one, but no, she's just in space jetpacking. I guess this is her fling the scene from her Hitman job. This is an ultra lightweight primer to minimize the look of pores. I don't think I've ever tried this one before. How long has this one been out? Of course it feels nearly empty. Very light you might say. 22. What have I done? Where's 23? Y'all, I don't know what's going on with me. This was 23. This is 22. I don't know what's happening. I'm so sorry. It's been a long, stressful, year. Anyway, that was 23. This is 22. Roll with it. We'll just roll with it. We have yet another blush. This time it is Krista. This is a strawberry pink blush, so I'm assuming it's gonna be pretty vibrant. Ooh, and yes it is. That is very, very pink. Probably my least favorite out of the 3 that we received. It's just really intensely pink. Yeah, that one definitely has the most kind of like neon look to it out of the 4 blushes here. That's a whole lot of little mini blushes. Okay, so we're moving on now to date number 24. This is the final day of the advent calendar. I kind of thought they were gonna surprise us here and like put something fun under this benefit thing. I was like, oh my goodness, what could that possibly be? And then like I pulled it and it's just that. But day number 24 here, it is one of the larger boxes that we've received inside of this advent calendar, so I'm hoping we get something really good. I'm guessing we're not gonna hit our 6 mascara minimum, which I'm kind of happy about that. It's not just mascaras. Let's go ahead and see. Ooh. Oh, yes, very, very exciting. Okie dokie, very exciting. The next thing we have here is the Professional Pore Purifying Foaming Cleanser. It's in a nice like metal bottle with like a, little squeezy top there. Yeah, it looks nice. It looks nice. Apply to face and massage in gentle circular motions and then rinse. And that's all it says, really. Maybe not the most exciting thing for the final day. Personally, I think maybe like one of the full-size makeup items, like the full-size mascara or like this thing, if this is a full size. I feel like this one might be a full size because it's actually shiny. The other smaller versions of the full-size things are kind of like a matte silver. I don't know. I'm trying to pick like what's the most exciting out of here. I can't believe there wasn't like a full-size Hoola bronzer. They definitely could have done a full size instead of a mini for that one. I mean, this is one of their most well-known products, so I feel like this probably should have definitely been a full size. Yeah, this is, instead we have this. Just 0.67 fluid ounces of it, a big whopping sum. That smells very much so like soap. Yeah, I guess that's everything in our $149 benefit advent calendar. Now the question is, do I or you think it was worth $149? I'll give you guys an overview of everything so you can see it all together. I'm sure once you do the math and the calculations, it's probably worth the $149. It's maybe worth the $329? Somehow. So I think potentially the value is there, but is the personal value there? For me, maybe not. Maybe not me personally, but maybe if you're wanting to just like get into the brand and test out some of their like more popular stuff, this could be a way to do it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. I'll be very interested in seeing what you guys have to say about this. I don't know if I'll be getting it again next year. Potentially if it's a 24-day advent calendar and they're doing different stuff, it's not the same exact calendar, maybe. But I do a tiny bit regret getting the benefit advent calendar again. Okay, so let me know your thoughts and opinions. We still have more advent calendars to go. If you want to stick around for that, please go ahead and consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me and Ren and Tater, who's trying to eat stuff off the floor. I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!